you need to think about opening up lines of communication with your ex-partner. It's really important that discussions take place so that you can start talking about what the arrangements are going to be now that you're separated. You've got to think about the fact that if you have child or children, they're going to be spending time in two homes, and it's being realistic about how much time you can also spend with them rather than having them there all the time, because both parents will want to spend time with the child or children. So again, open lines of communication up and have discussions. There will be rare circumstances where actually communication is not going to be appropriate if there has been abuse or violence during the relationship, but if there hasn't, then it's about discussion and working out what the best arrangements would be or are in your case. Parental responsibility is a legal expression to explain what the rights and responsibilities a parent or a non-parent has in relation to a child. So a mother automatically gets parental responsibility, a married father automatically gets parental responsibility. An unmarried father can acquire it by either having his name on the child's birth certificate if the child was born after the 1st of December 2003. They can also enter into a parental responsibility agreement with the mother, or they can go through the courts to acquire parental responsibility. You'll have also people who are non-parents that can acquire parental responsibility, such as grandparents, step-parents. Parental responsibility is quite an important thing. So if we look at a father spending time with a child, if he doesn't have parental responsibility and something happens to that child in his care which requires medical treatment, he can't provide that consent. So it's really important to explore that and look at, if a father doesn't have that, how is that acquired? It also means that if there's more than one person that has parental responsibility, then you need to consult with them about a number of issues, schooling issues, medical issues, religious issues. Also, you can't change a child's name without everyone's consent. Now, if there's disagreement on those issues, then you can look at court proceedings to deal with them. If the other options aren't available or don't work, such as mediation, solicitors, maybe collaborative law, there's all various options. If that's not worked or isn't appropriate and you have to go to court, then the court will deal with the matter and they will look at what are the issues in your case. So once you've prepared your application, sent it off to court to be issued, the court will list a hearing date. In advance of that hearing date, you'll have a welfare officer that will call you to discuss the case. So if it's your application, they'll discuss your applications and the issues you're raising. If you're the other side, then they'll call you to discuss what your views on the application are. They'll make some preliminary checks with the police, social services, and they will then give recommendations to the court as to what should happen in your case. If there are welfare concerns that need to be investigated, then those will be considered by the court as to who needs to investigate them and really timetabling your case. At the first hearing, the courts like to see if matters can be agreed. It's really important to try and reach agreement on all, if not some issues, narrowing the issues if possible. And if that can be done, that's great. If not, then it's the court looking at who can look into those issues if there are welfare concerns. It's really important for people to understand that the court won't make orders just for the sake of it. There's a concept known as no order principle, which the courts will look at. Does this case actually need an order? The court can make a number of orders. Child arrangement order, which has replaced your residence and contact. Now, the child arrangement order can say where a child is to live and whom the child is to spend time with and how much and how often. That type of order is generally, they're general orders that the court can make. The other orders that can be made are specific issue orders, saying that a specific action needs to be taken, or a prohibited steps order saying that something shouldn't be done. And the specific issue and the prohibited steps orders are generally made when you're looking at issues concerning change of a child's name, religious issues, medical issues, schooling issues.